Yo.
Back.
Oh, forgot about the chippies.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
You know, never mind, I guess. How about a good? That was crisp.
That was breakfast this morning.
Fucking great,
Yeah. Looked
dude.
pretty good. Saw it.
Went into Boston. Nico picked me up. 6:30 this morning.
Damn.
Yeah.
Why? Why so early?
Because well, one reason was he had to bring his aunt to work,
Oh, you know what? I heard that last night.
and it gave him a reason to go to breakfast in Boston. So he asked me and Alex if we wanted to go get some famous bagels and go to this like famous coffee shop and pastry place. Like, got nothing else better to do at 6:30 in the morning. So
Was it like the same place, or did you
two different places.
go to Mike's?
What?
Mike's Pastries?
No. The first place that we went to was called Pop-Up Bagels.
Mm-hmm.
Then we didn't eat there. We took the bagels to this other place called Laken. It's a French place. Hold on. I have it on my phone. Lacoon Paris. And then I don't even know how to say that word. Patisserie? Sure, we'll say that. But where we got this coffee, which was fucking amazing, and it had a little cookie on top, as you saw on my story. But the bagels, dude, they were so fluffy.
All right. There's some crazy noises going on. We gotta fix.
What do you mean? That?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
It's just because it's rubbing. If I hold it, it'll do better. But yeah, those fucking bagels were insane. They were so fluffy. They were so warm.
Like fresh baked.
Oh yeah,
That's fire.
it was amazing. And then the cream cheese that we got was also just ridiculous. So we got a plain cream cheese and then a pickle cream cheese. Dude, I'm telling you, this pickle cream cheese completely different than what you think.
I don't know.
I promise you, it was actually insane.
Is it like relish and cream cheese?
I don't even know. It tasted like a spicy aioli type cream cheese.
I don't even know what aioli is.
You know, like it's on like a lot of Chipotle stuff. Like not Chipotle, like the brand, but like Chipotle as in like seasoning type. It's like with mayo and like sriracha and like a bunch of other stuff like that.
Oh.
Like that type of thing. And yeah, it was fucking insane. And then the coffee, I forget, it was like Lemostre? I don't even know how to say it, but it was fucking good. Then it had a little cookie on the top, which was also amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the drive-in, the Hovlane was the slowest I've ever gone.
Yeah, they're never good.
It was insane.
It's pretty, dude. Sean doesn't even go in it anymore. He used to sneak in, just one person in the truck.
Not worth it.
Nah, it's terrible. And then if someone breaks down, it's even worse.
Oh,
The
yeah.
thing just stops, and it takes so long to get people out of there.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why there's that tow truck that always just sits in there,
Yeah,
like halfway through.
and it still takes them forever.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Forever.
But yeah, those two places were really good. The pastry place had some crazy pastries too. Like it was like crumble cookie but pastries.
Yeah.
Like there's just so much stuff. But definitely should go there again.
Yeah.
It was really good. We were doing with the bagels. We didn't even spread them. We were just ripping it and dipping it.
Oh, that's what my dad does. He never spreads. I'm like, you're such a weirdo, dude.
They weren't even cut, and we didn't. We did have a knife, but it was a wooden knife, and it was not sharp.
Nah, didn't get after it.
No.
That's unfortunate.
It would also just like it would have made such more of a mess. Like it was insane. We got 3 everything bagels, and then one sesame, one salt, and then one poppy. And we split the other three, which was, they were all really good. And not even filling either. Like, sometimes bagels, like, I don't know, are filling. These were, like, so fluffy and light that they weren't filling at all.
Is that a bad thing?
Well, no, because then we were able to have another bagel. So instead of one bagel, we had two.
So yes, it's a bad thing.
Why?
Just smashing bagels.
I mean, I guess
Terrible.
in that sense, like, yeah, but it was good to be able to
How
try all the
expensive?
flavors.
How expensive?
Not a lot. 6 bagels. You know, now that I think about it, 6 bagels, $22.
Yeah. That's probably not much better than Back Bay though.
That's true. Yeah. But yeah, I got to take the cream cheese home.
Yeah.
Mine.
Yeah.
All mine. You could try some if you want. But
I'll try the normal one, not the pickle. Maybe I'll try.
well, the normal one just tastes like normal cream cheese. So like you're not missing out on the normal one.
But what if it's like homemade?
I mean, you could try it, I guess, but I don't know. It tasted like pretty normal cream cheese to me.
I'll try the pickle one, but I don't know. I'm probably not gonna like it.
I
I don't even really like pickles.
Do you like spicy stuff?
Yeah.
You're gonna like it, like 100%.
But like, does it have like that pickly taste to it?
No, not at all. That's what I thought it was gonna be like. So I was like, I don't know, because I don't really like. Like I do like pickles, but like I don't know, on something like that, I was not thinking I would like it. But
I'm weird. I'll crush pickles, like just normal pickles out of a jar, but I won't put them on a sandwich. I don't want them on my hamburger. I certainly don't want them on my fucking chicken sandwich. That shit off of my chicken.
come on, Chick-fil-A, bro, gotta
Yeah,
get your pickles.
every time. Spicy chicken sandwich, no pickle. That's the one.
I don't know. I don't even go to Chick-fil-A anymore.
Yeah, I haven't been in a while.
They changed their chicken. It ain't okay.
I don't really think I've been to a fast food place in a while though. Like if I had to think back, it's the last time. I guess you could. I mean, if you count, no, I wouldn't even count that Fiesta's place that we went to.
No.
Kind of like a Chipotle, but
Yeah.
I don't even think most people don't even consider Chipotle fast food. I do, but like most of it, people call it fast casual. That's what it is. I'm like,
I've
shut
never
the-
even heard of that.
Seriously, it's a thing. You gotta look it up. Like, that's how they get around it. They make unhealthy ass stuff. Which, like, Chipotle, I'm sure it's better than most places, but they'll make unhealthy food and then they call it fast casual, not fast food. If we could look it up, there's probably a bunch of places out.
I mean, I get the sense of it, but like, I don't know. I don't know if I would consider Chipotle a fast food place. It definitely isn't a healthy place, but I don't know. I might just be biased because I go there a lot.
Yeah.
Like I went there Friday and then I went there Sunday.
Oh my God. Like, dude, look at this. Five Guys to fast casual.
What? That's fast food.
Right?
100%.
Well, I think
That's like the greasiest burger you can ever get at any
That's what I'm
place.
saying. And Shake Shack, fast casual. Panera Bread is the only one that I could kind of agree with. Never heard of Sweet Green. Blaze Pizza, yeah. But like, yeah, all these places like Jimmy John's, Panda Express. It's got to be like stuff that like, I don't know. It's probably just places that they probably just start as like fast food restaurants, and then they're like, oh, well, people don't even sit here and eat. So then they're like, oh, fast casual. Because I feel like going to Wendy's and McDonald's. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense at all. What would define it? For me, it's literally the only thing that separates it is they're a little more healthy.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'd think. But then again, like, is there even anything backing that? Like, maybe it literally could be worse. Like,
No shot. The chicken from Chick-fil-A is undoubtedly better than the paste that they use to make chicken nuggets at McDonald's. I'm pretty confident in that. Like, I don't think.
just the amalgamation of chicken meat that's...
Maybe it's got something to do with the way they cook it, or just how it's prepared. Because it's all like it's got to be kind of fresh. You know, I feel like McDonald's and stuff like that, bro. That shit's probably been sitting It's
Frozen for
yeah.
years.
It's been in a patty form since it came off the farm. You know what I mean? Like, that thing was just raised like that. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows if even cow, dude? It's probably not. But eating horse meat our whole lives. No, dude, I've heard horse is pretty good, though.
I've never had it.
They eat it, like, in a lot of places other than America. Like, I mean, I feel like that's kind of how it is. Because a lot of the rest of the world, they're still, like, living, like, not poor, but, I mean, there's a lot of parts of the world where there's people still fighting to get a fucking meal every day, you know?
Yeah.
Can you imagine being in Africa? I would have fucking wake up. You gotta run from, like, fucking tigers and shit. Cheetahs, dude.
That would be wild.
Yeah. You're just out there with a fucking spear. Trying to kill a fucking gazelle.
You know, like...
And here we are talking about fucking Chipotle not being fast.
No, it's alright. It's alright.
I don't know. Dude, work. Oh, work sucked today. I was having a terrible day. I almost blew up.
Yeah.
Just off the rip. And then I found my snips and I was okay.
Yippee!
Yeah. I totally thought someone took them. And when I say someone, I mean my foreman. Notorious. That guy's there. I mean, like, if you know what a foreman is, you'd understand this. But, like, he's there before everybody, and then he stays way later than everybody.
Yeah.
And when I say way later, I mean we get out at 2. That guy is absolutely still there right now. And it's probably almost 4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he's getting paid.
Yeah, it's 4.
Yeah, I think he just does that. I mean, his brother owns the company, so, like, I think he kind of thinks he has to, but that guy's just, there's something wrong with him. But yeah, I totally thought he just grabbed my snips out of my box because he needed some and then didn't put them back, and I was like, oh, that fucking guy. And then the coffee break came around. I alpha brained it today. I couldn't handle it. I had to pop the alpha brain pill.
Oh, okay. I was so confused.
I don't do it every day.
What the fuck do you mean by that?
I do it when, not that I feel like I need it, but when I want the day to go by.
When the brain starts clogging up, you're like,
Nah, it wasn't even clogged up. It was just, well, I guess you could say it was clogged up. I had a lot going on in my head, but I was just angry. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna turn this anger into work power.
yeah.
That's what I did. Worked out pretty good.
I cannot figure out this fucking mic, bro.
Yeah, me neither. I just grab it one way, and as uncomfortable as it might be, I just stick with it for the whole podcast. Like that first one when I just had my hands folded around it. That sucked. Sucked it out.
No, it's alright. We'll figure it out.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Definitely been a little sick the last couple days. Fucking a little cold or something.
I haven't really. You know, I haven't. I've gotten a cold lately. You know. Immune system's just been thugging it out.
I don't know. I think you just don't see anybody anymore.
What do you mean?
No work. Sit at home all day.
All right. Settle down.
Lazy little guy.
I'm working on it.
I know. You're not going to be laid off forever.
No, I know.
I can't make fun of you once you have a job again. I can't believe you didn't take up that money for recording Dana shooting nothing.
I didn't want his money, all right. I don't know.
Dirty
Just didn't
money.
want it.
Yeah, that dude sells way too many drugs. You can't get caught up in that.
Yeah. That guy.
Just put a picture of him in the middle of that video. Just fine. Just get him like eating the egg out of that sandwich that he had.
Oh my god.
Man, I watched the Zuckerberg Joe Rogan episode today. Well, I didn't watch it. I listened to it. But man, that
kind of threw me for a curveball.
what?
Just see it.
Zuckerberg going on
I didn't watch it or listen to it, but I just saw like a post on it, and I was
yeah,
like,
because
what?
I mean, this is totally like outsider view, like I don't know much about Zuckerberg. I just assumed he was like,
He's just the guy that owns Facebook.
yeah. And I kind of thought like with all the shit that went on with Facebook and like Instagram, like I assumed he had like a more democratic agenda.
Mm-hmm.
But now it seems like I think he's more like a libertarian, because he's like what he was talking about on there. Like he doesn't, he thinks there's some stuff that we should censor, but he full blown like came out and he was like, we went too far, and that's kind of good to hear.
Yeah.
Because like I heard it for a long time, like the censorship thing, and it was like I was kind of like. I didn't use social media for news ever until I got X.
Yeah.
So like I was like, what are you talking about? All I look at on fucking Instagram is memes, bro. Like it's just like real, just funny shit. Like I never saw, like occasionally, you saw a car accident, someone go flying out the fucking window, shit like that.
Dude, I get those like
probably,
a little more than off.
I mean, if you like them or if you sit there and watch
I don't like them,
dude.
It hooks me though.
Yeah, if you're
I'm like,
that's
oh
what I'm saying.
my.
Dude, they're looking at your face. They see your face in that little camera, dude. They're like,
My eyes
yeah,
dilate.
and if you sit there, like, dude, I'll be honest, just a couple times where been a little, you know what I mean? Dude, I've probably watched the same reel about 40 times in a row. Just sitting there.
Wait, what happened?
No, not even what happened. I was just waiting for the funny part to come around again so I could laugh.
Hold on, what's that?
Yeah, they're like straight face, and I'm like, oh, it's good. And just like keep going, dude. Just 40 times in a row, probably. I mean,
All right, that's enough.
yeah.
Actually, wait, hold on.
Yeah, just go back a couple times. Yeah. Be like, I'll be like 3 down. I'll be like, man, he's a shit. Oh, hold on.
No, I got one.
Oh, that's the one, dude. Yeah. Fucking retarded. I know. But yeah. But anyway, back to that shit. Yeah, he came out. He was like, the government was like doing like some crazy shit. Like I didn't realize how involved they were with it, because like he was like, there's literally like phone calls and emails. He published the emails. Like all that shit's out there for you to see. And like, dude, they were literally like, with the whole COVID shit going on, they were like, hey, you can't tell people, or you can't have people on your platform saying that there's side effects to this vaccine. It was like, you need to take that down. Like literally like people from the Biden administration telling him, like, you need to take that down. People aren't going to get this vaccine if you have that up. You need to take it down. And then even shit like there was a meme of Leonardo DiCaprio, and it was like, sometime in the future, and it was like a commercial of like, if you got the COVID-19 vaccine, you're oh my God, I can't think of the word, but basically it's like one of those things where you get paid because of the damages it caused.
Yeah.
And they were like even like good fun like that, jokes, that couldn't be on there. And it got to the point where like they were like straight up like, because he admitted that it went too far. Like last year, 2 years ago, like people's accounts were getting nuked for just like having political opinions.
Yeah.
The whole thing with Trump when he got banned from Twitter, but like in my head, I was like, I wasn't into it back then, so I was like, oh, whatever. Guy was out of line, I guess. But it's like, even if you are out of line, you should be able to say what you want.
Yeah. I mean, that's the point in America, freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech. But like, he went on. It totally makes sense to me. Like, I agree. Like, he shouldn't be able to like cyberbully, because that shit sucks. Mm-hmm. And like, there's definitely like a fine line with hate speech, and like, you can't have people on like Facebook and Twitter making fucking terrorist groups. That's obviously gonna get shut down.
Yeah.
But then like someone who posts a meme about it, it's like what happened was they were talking, and so basically they have to set up this parameter where it has to be within a certain percentage sure. Basically this AI watches over, and what it will do is it will pick up on these things that certain accounts will do, and it will kind of gain its own evidence. And if it gets within a certain percentile of how sure it is that this thing is a bot, or like say like someone trying to create a terrorist group, it would ban that account. Mm-hmm. Basically what happened was that parameter was like, it got way too low. So he never said the exact number, but like let's say it was like it only had to be 60% sure. Now it's like even 90% sure is bad in a way, because that means 1 in 10 people it's getting it wrong. So every 1 out of the 10 things that it bans off of Facebook or whatever, it was banning one person that wasn't even doing anything wrong. They just posted a meme. They
Yeah.
happened to be talking about something. And right, that's putting it in numbers that we can comprehend with our brains. 1 in 10, it's easy. This is like within like a month or something like that. It's like 3 point something billion people using Facebook. So now when you blow it up into that number,
There's
it's
millions
like,
of people just getting banned for
I
no
mean,
reason.
yeah, hundreds of millions probably.
Yeah.
You know? And that was the problem, because then it's like if you were someone that was actually using like Facebook or Twitter or something like that as your news source, which at this point you probably should be, because there's a lot of bullshit floating around now. And it's like, you know, now it's like the people that were speaking the truth, you know, especially about like the COVID vaccines and stuff like that. If the AI was like misinformation, and then let's say it was only set to be 75% sure that this person was lying,
Yeah.
it's like, boom, that guy's gone forever. And every time he makes a new account, or she, it's just the same thing's gonna happen over and over.
Yeah.
Like the big example was Trump when he got booted off Twitter. But like I think about it a lot now. It's like, dude, how many people were just silently just like crushed, gone, like that?
Probably so many.
And we never heard anything from. I mean, they could have been like the like they could have been putting stuff out there that was like a need to know basis.
Yeah.
And now they're just poof, gone. You'll never hear of them because they got crushed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That was a fun podcast. It was good to listen to. I haven't finished it up yet, but I'm excited to. They did like the first half, the first hour or so. They were talking about that, and then they were talking about like jujitsu, because I guess Zuckerberg like got into that recently.
Yeah, I mean, like, over the past, like, I feel like 2 years, that man was like an alien, and now he's like an actual human.
Yeah, he looks like a person. That's
Yeah.
what I thought when I saw him on the podcast. I was like, that's not Zuckerberg, bro.
Yeah, it's like kind of wild.
Yeah, you
like, I don't
guys-
know if it was like he was just trying to be like super professional, like just 24/7.
No, he just didn't do anything. He just didn't. He didn't like.
Did he like explain that on the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because like he wasn't really like working out or anything like that. That's why he looked like that. Because he was just probably a decently healthy guy, and then he just didn't go to the gym. But then once he started doing jujitsu, he started going to the gym too to do like weight training and stuff, because you need like there's a lot of shit.
Yeah, you
Like
need
Joe
fucking
Rogan
muscle.
specifically like talks about the neck. Like the neck, like you have to have a strong neck when you do jiu-jitsu. I don't know, for some reason. I mean, it helps with like some types of like chokes, like head and arm chokes. You need a strong neck for it, he was saying. But see, you know, it just like kind of branched off of that. You know, Joe literally said, he was like, dude, when you walked in here, you looked like a totally different guy.
Yeah.
And the first thing he said was like, your neck is humongous. It was like, he loves talking about Mike Tyson's neck too.
Oh my god, that man is a thick neck. He almost doesn't have a neck.
Yeah, he had
It's
a-
just head to torso.
In his
like,
prime, he had a 20-inch neck. When he was
Oh my
just
God.
bashing people's faces. The dude's neck was 20 inches wide.
holy
Or
shit.
diameter, or however they measure it. But yeah, it's fucking insane. I can't even wrap my head around that. I want to get into something like that, like do some boxing or something like that. But it's also like, dude, like I don't have, my bucket's pretty full. If you know what I'm saying? You know. I don't know. Maybe drop something off. I just don't know what I want to drop off.
Yeah.
Plus, I gotta start taking guitar lessons if I ever want to do anything with that. I got fucking 5 more years of my trainable brain.
Just 5?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Brain's fully developed at around 25 for men. It gets a lot harder to learn stuff after 25, basically, is what they're saying.
Yeah, that's just what they want you to believe.
Well, I'm fucking believing it. All
Listen,
right.
I'm gonna be retarded for the rest of my life. I will learn anything that I want to learn. And it will be just as hard. Or easy.
I don't know. I don't think it's about how hard or easy it is. I think it's just about the way your brain, like, it's the same reason it's easier for you to like learn languages and stuff when you're younger, because you just absorb more, you retain more, and it's like I think your brain has like, this is a terrible way to put it, but I feel like your brain has more free space, basically. So, like,
Not all jammed up, you
yeah.
know.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe that does make sense, though, because, like, you know, you learn how to walk, right? And then that's just with you forever after that, unless you get, like, some crazy fucking accident.
Yeah.
But, like, literally everything you do, like, every day. Like, let's say I stopped doing sheet metal. There's so much useless fucking knowledge now just sitting in my brain that I'm never going to fucking use again. And it's like, I don't think it goes away. Or I think you maintain that, because I'm pretty sure right now, if you took me away from sheet metal and then you just made me do something else for like 5 years, when I go back to do sheet metal, like, it's going to take me a couple days maybe, but then all of a sudden it's just going to click.
Well, that's more of just like muscle memory. Like, that's what I would think of it. Oh, fucking way, bro.
So when you say muscle memory, what do you mean by that?
Like, I don't know. Like,
Because I don't think, like, you don't literally retain memories in your muscles.
no, I understand, but like,
Right, it's your brain. It's your brain holding all that information. It tells you what.
I mean, it's like riding a bike. Like, that's what I'm meaning.
That's
like,
that's what I'm getting at, though.
so like, I don't understand.
That's space now occupied, taken up. That's gonna be there. I guess I think we have max capacities. I think you can only understand so much before you're really just not going to be able to learn new things, because you don't have space. And so,
I get what you're meaning, but like,
or at least it would be harder to remember things, because, like, I mean, that's why there's experts, because those guys study their field, specifically their field. I should say guys and girls, be inclusive, right? They study
the fellows.
Yeah. Fellas, I like that. And woman fellas. But yeah, they study those fields.
I don't like that the color changed.
I could give a shit less about what the video looks like, but
Oh, that was so loud. That's fucking better. God damn it.
yeah. But like, right, so like, back to the experts. So like, that's like the whole reason we have experts is because these people they go to college, they spend whatever, you know. I think like you can do like I don't know what a bachelor's, but like, you know, let's say they get like their bachelor's, or go crazy and they get their doctorates.
Yeah.
So now they've spent some absurd amount of time studying like one thing.
Yeah.
Like one thing, and now their brain is just hardwired to understand like everything about this. Like, if you took that person away from that and then you made them study something else for a year, I don't think they would retain that information as well.
I also feel like
they'd have all that other shit that they just did for, you know, whatever it takes to get a doctorate or whatever.
I feel that it's just different with each person.
Oh, totally.
Because so I think like what you're saying, like this person spent like 8-10 years studying to be a doctor on, say, fucking the brain. Like, he wants to be a brain surgeon. He studies so much on that, and then he like, say, can't do it anymore for a short amount of time, and he like goes and becomes a mechanic or something like that. And he's like trying to learn that, and he can't learn it. Maybe he just doesn't like it, so he doesn't want to learn it. Like, I don't know. I'm bad at reading, and I don't want to read, so I am not good at it, and I won't get good at it because I just don't want to. I don't want to get better, something like that. But if I feel like a person who studies that long to do one thing would want to be able to just learn whatever they can.
I don't think so. I think there's some crazy people that fucking get hell bent on one fucking thing, and then that's it. They're rats.
I mean, that's the same idea, and like they just don't want to learn anything else. So like,
I mean, not even learning anything. I mean, let's take I put it in a different perspective. Let's take someone that wants to learn stuff, like fucking. Literally, we can say Joe Rogan. That guy does so much shit.
Yeah.
And like a lot of stuff, like fighting, like he's been doing that since he was young. But hunting, dude, his first hunt, he didn't do until he was pretty older. And he's a damn good hunter now, but he admits that he'll probably never be as good as the guys that have been doing it for years.
Mm-hmm.
Because their brain just understands. They have so much more shit that's just in there forever, and it's not going to go away.
Meaning like younger, but has done it for the same amount of time.
No, not even.
Well, then it's just the case of they've been doing it for longer.
Right, but also with a younger brain. That's not that if you've been doing it since you were younger, that still factors in. It doesn't just cancel out now.
I don't know. I mean, like, I can kind of see where you're trying to get from, but I feel like it all goes back to like they've either done it for longer or like they either want or
Yeah, but
don't want
there's
to.
proven studies that your brain is like basically you absorb more.
Yes, 100%. That's why you do school when you're younger.
Yeah.
Because if you did school when you're older, you're either just not going to want to fucking do it, or you do want to do it, but you're just not going to get it.
Yeah, and I also get what you're coming from, like someone who's motivated to learn something compared to someone who you just like, you're like, you're doing this, and this is what you're going to fucking do. Like, that person's probably not going to get as good as the person that's motivated to do something.
Yeah.
But in the same instance, I'm saying, like, if you were just as motivated to do that thing and you decided to do it when you were 15 instead of 30,
Mm-hmm.
there's probably going to be a difference on how much you can learn about it and how good you can get at it
Yeah.
in the same period of time.
I just feel like there's so much that can go into it. Though.
Absolutely.
Like, so much. Like, when you're 30, you've got a life. Like, an actual life that you have to, like, go to work and, like, do all this shit. Like, when you're 15, like, you have maybe a job, a part-time job. So, like, you just have so much more time to learn.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. I feel like there's just too many factors to, like, again, like you said, like, there is complete studies that, like, younger people learn better. But I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, but still, it's just like the other thing is like, there is, again, Joe Rogan. There's people like Joe who just, not that he doesn't have a life, but that dude, he podcasts and he's a comedian for a living.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not, he definitely spends a lot of time doing shit throughout the day that, like, you could call a job.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he's, like, you know, a blue-collar guy that's showing
Yeah,
up
it's
fucking
doing 60 hours a week.
8 hours a day or whatever.
Yeah.
If not more. But, you know, if you have the time, I guess, like, if you really broke it down, if you want to get, like, crazy scientific about it, if you took a 15-year-old and, say, a 30-year-old, and you gave them the same amount of time, and let's say they have the exact same motivation to do this thing,
Mm-hmm.
like, I think, well, I know, I shouldn't say I know. I do think just, like, you're just going to absorb, like we already said. You're just going to understand more when you're younger. But, yeah, or at least retain more. And I've found that with, like, a lot of things. Like, there's some shit, like, dude, like, you know, I haven't really welded in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I haven't laid down, like, a proper bead. But, dude, if you gave me, like, a couple pieces of scrap metal and a MIG welder, and you were like, weld, I mean, I'd figure it out so quick.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like, a guy that, like, just learned how to weld in the sheet metal union when he's, like, 25, and, you know, he stops doing it, and all of a sudden he's, like, 30, and you're like, hey, man, can you weld for us real quick? He'd probably be like, man, it's been, like, 5 years. Whereas me,
I don't know about that, boss.
yeah, I'd be like,
I'll make it stick.
yeah.
I don't know if
I mean,
it'll stay.
I literally did it on picking brackets. I mean,
Yeah.
they were like, hey, man, you need to weld picking brackets on. I didn't look at my boss and go, oh, man, I haven't welded in years. I was like, all right, man, sounds good. And then I went to the welder and I was like, hey, I'm welding on picking brackets.
Give me a little lesson right now.
Yeah, and he was like, you know, he told me shit I already knew.
Yeah.
But it was kind of reassuring coming from a guy that does it every day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, you know, this is big ass ductwork. I mean, this shit was fucking like the size of the room we're in right now. I was like, bro,
Walk through
it. Yeah, if this falls, I'm probably killing somebody.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just wild shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wild fucking shit. Where's that place at that you think you're gonna go work at? Well, possibly.
Brockman.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Do I know the name of the place?
No.
No.
Oh man, Dude, this. I remember when I was getting a co-op job in high school, and God, every time Brockton came up, I was just like,
No.
fuck, bro. And I just had no interest because I went to one place and it was fucking terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Because they didn't like. If they told me there was a language barrier, I would have been prepared.
Yeah.
I would have gone there. I would have been like, all right, this welder's going to only be able to know how to show me things. He's not going to be able to tell me anything. I would have been fine. Because I would have at least understood what I was getting into. But I show up, and they offered me like minimum wage, which like I kind of understand. But like, and they were like, they basically told me, they were like, yeah, we don't have a lot of work, so like sometimes you're just gonna have to organize bolts. And I was like,
That's crazy.
all right, I'll let you guys know. And you know, like, dude, this shop was jank as hell. Like, I mean, the exhaust shop was jank as hell, but I mean, it was like it worked,
Yeah.
you know. And it was like, it was fine because it didn't need to be like a pristine, perfect shop.
Mm-hmm.
Like this place, like they were a construction company. Like the shit that was getting welded needed to be welded good.
Yeah.
Not the way it was getting welded. I'm sure nothing ever really broke. But, you know, just the shop was really dirty. All their equipment was like just old. And if it wasn't old, there was just something horribly wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had so many saws in there, like chop saws, with just no saw guard. And I was like, great.
Dink. Mm-hmm.
I mean, not even that. Just like, dude, like, I don't know if you've ever used a chop saw, like an abrasive wheel chop saw, on like metal without a guard.
I haven't used an abrasive one.
Yeah, dude, the fucking.
I've watched one explode.
Yeah, exactly. Not even, dude. They're messy. They're messy when they fucking explode, but dude, they're messy even when they don't explode, because all that little shit, dude. All that the abrasive,
everywhere.
Yeah, that abrasive wheel, dude. You're like, I'm watching the guy do
Breathing
it,
in.
and he's like grabbing it, he's pulling it down, he's like just like putting his fucking face out of the way while it fucking goes because it's just shooting little tiny dust.
Yeah.
It's just ripping it up and throwing it back at his face. Like,
No, dude. One time at the shop, this guy named Ryan, he was chopping pipe, and I don't even know how thick it was or like what it was, but I come coming around the corner, and he turns it on. I was just going to my box, and it was like right in front of my box, and I just see him pull it down. It looked like he pulled it down a little too fast, but he pulled it down in that noise, in that bang, and oh my god, it was like a grenade went off.
Yeah.
It was insane.
oh yeah.
And he just like shit himself, and luckily he didn't get hurt, or like no one got hurt.
Yeah.
But god damn, that thing was loud. And then we had to get a new chop saw because it just broke the chop saw.
That sucks.
We need a new one anyways.
Dude, they bought. I mean, you know, I work on sheet metal, dude. Like, we're not cutting through crazy stuff.
Yeah, no.
They
This was
bought-
definitely a
they-
lot thicker
yeah.
than what.
They bought a fucking chop saw for my shop, and they don't use abrasive wheels on it. They use metal cutting, like fucking. I don't even know how to explain it. It looks like a normal wood saw blade, but it's for metal. And
Yeah,
it's
that's what we were using.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, a shop like you, I could see using that all the time. But ours, dude, like, it just, like, the bandsaw was fine. And the bandsaw was
because you guys are
I mean,
like-
I mean, when you have a slip or, like, a drive, it gets a little thicker because of how many times you bend the metal to make one of those. But
Yeah, but also it's like there's like air gaps in it, and it's
yeah,
like not.
yeah, it's not solid metal, exactly, like you're saying. I mean, when I was working at the welding shop before the exhaust shop even, that place we had a chop saw with a metal blade on it, but it was for cutting aluminum only. Only cut aluminum with that. Everything else you did on these
Which is
fucking
soft.
water cooled.
So,
Yeah, you did water cooled. We had water cooled bandsaws because I mean we were cutting through heavy shit like fucking square tube and stuff like that. But dude, this chop saw, there's no reason to have it. The bandsaw was fine. Is it faster? Yeah. Does it fucking launch slips and fucking EMT across the shop sometimes? Yeah. And dude, it like
Is it like does the edge on it, like, is it straight or is it like all choppy?
oh no, it's straight.
Just because it's so thin, I didn't know if it would like
No,
bend it
no,
or
no,
like
no,
fold it weird.
Because you still when you lock it into the vise, it's like fucking.
Oh,
You know what I mean? It's fine. But yeah, it's like, I mean, sometimes you get it. It leaves like a fat burr on the EMT, but that's it. Mm-hmm. And like that doesn't even matter because we put these little inserts in the end, and when you put the inserts in, it just rips the burr off. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just the thing is, I've sent a couple pieces up in the air with it, and it's like Jesus fucking Christ, yeah. I don't know. I just go out back now. I just use the bandsaw because we still have a bandsaw.
Yeah.
I use that. But like sometimes someone's on it, so then I gotta go to the scary saw. And dude, when the field people come in and use it, it's crazy. Because they have no fucking idea. Oh yeah, no, literally. Like the one time,
this shit's thin.
yeah, because there was this girl that came in, and so she's like cutting like one slip at a time, and I'm like, because she's doing a list. So basically, like we'll get lists for certain jobs, and like the way it works is like let's say you need 4 slips for every connection, and this one download has 10 connections in it, so you gotta make 40 slips.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she's there, just like one slip at a time. Just meh, meh, meh. I was like, hey, you can throw like 3 in there at a time if you want. And she's like, oh, all right. I was like, I showed her how to do it. I was like, I went like nice and slow when I did it. Bro, I walk away. Dude, but no, this thing will eat through it though. It sounds horrid though. She was just like, I was like, oh, don't do that. And she's like, what? I was like, you're going too fast. And she's like, oh, my bad. And I showed her again, and she slowed down. I go back to the laser. Dude, fucking 30 minutes later, fucking Danny's over there. They're changing out the blade. Fucking, there's like 3 slips. Dude, it cut
Folded
through,
itself inside the guard.
Yeah, cut through all of them. But then the last one got caught and just like went, and just sucked itself right up and destroyed the saw blade.
Oh, I bet.
Absolutely obliterated the guard. We made a new one though. We just fabbed up a new one.
Nice.
Spray painted black. No one knows.
That's the way to do it.
Didn't tell anybody. Yeah. Dude, Joe did something crazy. Absolutely fucking wild. So there's this, when we run this thing called TDF, it's just a connection. We have like a machine that bends it up. So
yeah.
It does like a 3/8 hem, a 90, and then another 90. So it makes like a little thing that like sits like this. Mm-hmm. And that's just how it. There's you get corners, clips, and a bunch of other shit. But so he, when it's less than like 10 inches, the machine can't do it. Well, what happens is like it will go in, and then it's too short, so it comes off the backstop too soon, and then it will like kind of like make it go one way or the other, and then it runs it sideways, and it just doesn't work. It like sometimes it will literally get stuck in the machine if you do that, and that's a pain in the fucking ass. We've had to pull wheels off to get pieces out of there if it's like 18 gauge, but right. So there's this little jig. So basically, you just put the piece on it and you clamp it on both sides, and then it's got like 2 bearings with washers on them that latch onto this little rail that goes down the whole thing, and that holds it in place. So now it's not going to go anywhere if you clamp it right.
Yeah.
Joe put it on backwards. So now there's this fucking like 1/4-inch plate going through this machine that's like only rated for like 16 gauge. And basically to make sense of that to you and whoever watches, that's like 5 16 gauges stacked.
Oh, yeah.
Together, bro. Like it's fucking insane.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
It bent a perfect 90 on it. Cold 1/4-inch steel, just bent perfect 90. The machine, nothing wrong with it. Fucking ate that shit up. I was baffled when I heard this. And then what they did to fix it so that like no one knew is one of the welders took it out back, drew a line on it, cut the 90 off, so the thing was like just a little bit shorter, like noticeably shorter, but like not noticeably at the same time if you weren't over there enough.
If you did a quick look,
Yeah.
you'd be like...
Yeah, you kind of like double take but keep going, you know? You're like, oh, it's probably fine. But yeah, so one day, so they fixed it. And, but the pusher at the time, he's gone, he was over there running stuff, and he was like, this thing feels shorter. He's like holding it up, looking at it. Dude, he's got it in the light. He's like, there's something wrong with this. Everybody was like, nah, that's how it is, dude. Maybe you just don't do enough work. And he was like, shut up. Just goes back to it. Wish that guy did not do enough work. Can ask my steward if you want. That guy used to he'd go up to the steward. He'd have like 45-minute conversations with him. And the steward would put a timer on and he'd go around and show everybody. He'd be like, do you see this? I just want to work. It's like, this is what I have to do every day. He's like losing his mind, dude. That guy crashes out once in a while. But it's like, he does it in a way that like, he just pulls someone aside. It's generally an apprentice. He's not weird or anything, but it's just generally an apprentice. And like one time it was me, the other time it was Joe, and he's like telling Joe about like how his fucking wife left and shit like that. And he's like, he gets real angry when he's talking about it. He gets really upset.
He just pulls an unfortunate soul. Just
Yeah, pretty much.
just let loose on.
Oh yeah, you know. And then
So unfortunate.
you know, and then you just walk away after, and you're like, wow, Jimmy's life sucks.
Hope this guy likes me more though.
Yeah, and then you come in the next day and he's all smiles and stuff, and you're like, yeah, he's all right. Dude,
Guy just got mood swings.
when he got laid, like, because his wife, like, dude, they didn't talk for like 4 months straight. She came back and they fucked, and he told Joe, this is like a almost 50-year-old dude probably. And he was like, I'm back. I'm so back. You know,
Next day, gone.
oh, probably. I don't know. He's got a funky little car going on too. He has the same car as me, the Dodge Durango, like same year and stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's the V6, and his radiator blew out last week. So he's got like
The V6s and those things, like even worse pieces of shit.
Bro, I don't know. I've heard great things about the people with the V6 ones.
Oh.
Never have any engine problems. It's just the same thing as mine. Fucking coolant problems. Radiators and fucking thermostats.
Weird.
But yeah. So he has that, and so his radiator blew. So he's got a Toyota Tacoma, and it's got this funky little bed rack thing on it that like goes up onto the roof. And then I was looking at it today. It's got Jeep wheels on it. I didn't even know Jeep wheels fucking fit on Tacomas.
Like a new Jeep?
No, not like new Jeep wheels, but like Jeep wheels that would be on like a 2010 fucking. This is an older Tacoma too. This is like 2012 Tacoma. But
Yeah,
like,
so third
it's
gen.
like just like these wheels that would be on like a 2010 Cherokee or something like that. They just fit on there.
Oh.
And I was just like, just caught me so off guard. I was like, what?
So it's like weird 5-spoke for
Yeah. I'll take a picture of them tomorrow. I'll show you. But
Huh. Those probably don't look right at all.
no, they look fine. That's why I didn't notice for so long. Because I was just going onto my car to get
It's
some
a smaller sidewall, right, too?
sidewall.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Of the tire. Like the actual rim is bigger, ain't it?
I don't think so. Maybe a little bigger.
I feel like it would look really weird.
Nah. But like I'm not talking about like a nice Cherokee. I mean like base model. Like these wheels were probably on like Jeep Patriots and stuff too. Like they're not big by any means. But yeah, I had no idea they fucking fit on there. They look great. I would do it. If I had some beat Tacoma wheels and
It
stuff.
fits, it
yeah,
fits.
I found some nice Jeep wheels. I'd throw them on there. Speaking of Jeep wheels, dude, I gotta find.
Keep the Steelies.
No.
Why? They look great.
Yeah, they do, but like, dude, I want some big bronze wheels on that bad Johnny.
They would look good.
Some media tires. Like, I would keep the Steelies around. I'd throw them on during the winter. But like, you know. But also like that thing. Actually, you know what? I'm not buying wheels for it. I'm not getting wheels for it until I get axles. Because the axles I put on there are gonna need different wheels anyway. So there's no point.
Yeah. Yeah, I need that. I need to eventually get some rims and tires for the Mazda.
Yeah. Some suspension, dude. Put that thing on bags.
The amount of work I'd have to do to get that. I wouldn't want to pay. See, like I would want to pay a guy because I don't know how to do it.
I feel like it's not that bad. Like it can't be that bad. It's just a compressor. That's all it is, a compressor.
Yeah, but then like also running lines and like which like
I don't think
really
you. I mean, yeah, because the hard lines might suck. But I bet you like it's not like you're bending your own lines. Like there's literally probably a kit for your car. It comes with everything already done.
Mm-hmm.
Putting the bags in is just as easy as putting springs in.
Oh yeah. I know that part. I wasn't worried about that part. It really was just the compressor part.
Yeah.
Really like, just nervous to do. Like I know I could do it, but like, I don't know. I feel like I could fuck it up and something could go wrong. Like very wrong. I don't know what would. But
yeah. That's like the whole excitement of doing it yourself. There's not, dude. I've never done anything to my cars, and sat down after and been like, that went beautifully. I'm always like, man, I really hope nothing bad happens when I turn the key. That's how it goes every time.
What do you mean? I've had some great times with the Blazer working on it.
Not me. Every time, dude, the water pump on a Mustang, I was like, I didn't even put it in totally. Like, I just tightened bolts. And I was like, oh, man, this is going to go really bad when I turn the key. Like, I was like, I don't even want to drive this thing right now. I gotta let it sit for a little bit, let it marinate. Let the water pump really get to know
what I
the
did
engine
about
block.
just about every piece of my coolant system. I put it back together. I was like, it's gonna work. It's like I done did it. I fixed it. Then I didn't fix it because it was just the radiator, and that was the only thing I didn't fix.
See, you know what? Yeah, you know what? You get hit with more disappointment than me, though. I always get excited because generally it goes well. I'm like, yeah, this went so much better than I thought for you. You're like, I did it good. And then you're
Well,
like,
because I did, but just like I replaced everything else except the radiator because the radiator looked brand new.
and then you're probably like, oh, what the fuck?
I take it on the highway and it just immediately it's just red on the heat. I was like, come on, dude. I just replaced the clutch fan, the water pump, the lines. I fucking flushed it like 8 times. I was like, I don't know what I need to do now. Then I took the radiator out and I realized.
I don't know why the Jeep's radiator stopped leaking. It's got coolant in it. I know that. But it did totally just stop leaking.
The rest was the, what's it called? The shit that was in my fucking Blazer.
Oh, you mean
no leak?
Yeah, it was in the Mustang too. The fucking, the gasket sealer.
Mm-hmm.
You blow, never do that. If you blow a head gasket, unless you're giving this car to a dealership, little used dealership scam, go for it. Be an asshole. But man, if you blow up your engine, blow a head gasket, and you
go fix it.
Yeah,
don't fucking no leak gasket maker shit.
Fucking, that shit's terrible. Because then it's like if it's like a cool car like the Mustang, like that thing, the engine was ripped apart, but undoubtedly that shit is totally still in there. This thing got punched out. It's like not a 302 anymore. It's a 306, and I'm pretty sure the block is probably like ruined. 305. You're retarded.
No.
305.
I swear he said 305.
Why would it be 305?
I don't know.
It's a half-inch bored over on every cylinder.
I thought he said 05.
306.
I'm sorry.
I don't even know if you can go 305. Those would be some really weird fucking numbers to get it up to 305.
I thought he said 305. I'm sorry.
I mean, unless he's a fucking weirdo. But everybody bores him out to 306. I'm almost positive he said 306.
I'm also just getting the Mustang 305. Like the old one.
I didn't even know there was a 305.
Unless I'm dyslexic.
I know there's a Boss. There's the Boss 302. The 302 is the 50. I mean, they've been using the 50 forever. There's no way I'm going to be proved wrong by a guy that can't read right now, right?
I guess it's just
Some random fucking engine.
yeah. It's just a V6.
Oh. Yeah, no, definitely don't have one of those.
Okay.
But yeah,
I feel like I'm just
they got the 351 Windsor. It's another Ford engine.
like the Boss 305. I thought that
No,
was
it's a Boss 302.
really.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know how to read. Oh well.
Yeah. You get that though, right? 302. 302.
No, yeah. No,
three-
even number. Yeah. No, I get it.
Well, not even that, but like the when it converts over to liters, it's a 5 liter. 5.0. Yeah. Yeah, dude, the cubic inches, like, if you don't look into that shit and then you get older and you look into it, it kind of blows your fucking mind. Like, I think a 350 is like a 5, it's almost a 6-liter engine or something like that. It's like, what? And you only make 300 horsepower with that thing? What is wrong?
know.
Like, it's crazy.
I mean, that's like Chevy's like 7.2 and it makes like 120
Oh my
horsepower.
god. Yeah, what's that fucking, that giant, dude, they make like a 8 liter. It's some giant fucking engine that they put in the cat eyes. Mm-hmm. It's a gas job. I thought they were diesels when I first heard about it because of how big it was. But dude, they're just torque monsters. But like other than fucking dog shit on everything else, gas mileage. You get, like,
I mean,
fucking,
that's like the Cummins engines. Like, don't get me wrong, they make like 400 horsepower, but like, then they make like 1,500 pounds of torque.
Oh yeah,
Like-
yeah. But like Cummins engines are pretty fucking good though.
Yeah.
This thing's a piece of garbage.
No, I understand, but it's like the same premise. Like this thing is like a 23 liter, like motor.
Oh, you're
but
talking about like the semi truck engines.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the fucking pickup
Oh
truck
yeah,
engines.
no,
I was
sorry,
bro,
sorry. Like the X15 and
it's
like shit like
dude,
that.
Pickup trucks, the fucking little 12 valve, dude. Those things are rip.
Yeah, no, sorry. I meant like actual fucking Cummins.
Whoa. You calm down there, buddy, all right? You go up to any kid with a fucking trucker hat on and you ask
I'm gonna get him going with
what's
that.
your favorite Cummins? He's not gonna tell you it's the X15. He's gonna be like,
They just sat.
I
Dude, the
love my 12 valve and my second gen.
Dude, I promise you, the blow off valves on those fucking X15s are nuts.
Oh yeah, probably.
The flutters those things make is insane.
Have I ever told you about Gully's truck? My buddy down the street.
I think so, yeah.
The 6.0. Yeah, so this kid, right, takes his 6.0, builds the shit out of it. He never told us how much horsepower it's actually making, but definitely making a lot. I've seen the videos. And I don't know if he did it on purpose or not, but whatever happened, somehow his wastegate didn't open. So this thing would build an absurd amount of fucking boost, and then when he let off the gas pedal, it had nowhere to go. It was just stuck in the charge pipe. So the truck would literally, like, I mean...
That thing almost just wanted to explode.
And, like, it would just shake violently and shut off.
Like, just too much compression, it just locks itself.
That's what he told it. Well, no, there's so much fucking air.
Yeah.
All that air is just getting forced into the engine, and there's, like...
Yeah, it gets airbound. That's that's what happens to fucking those bigger Cummins engines. Like, if you don't... It's weird. If you do it with... if you're doing, like, a service on it, and you don't cycle the key and, like, doing the fuel filters right, you'll airbound it, and it is a motherfucker to get that thing started afterward. Because it just airlocks it. Different, like, you're just going through the air.
Yeah, that's crazy, because I feel like... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess if it wouldn't even turn over. Because, like,
It can't, like, push the air.
Yeah, all you gotta do... Yeah, no, I get why that would suck now.
You have to, like, crack the filter and, like, try and start it, and it'll, like, purge the air through the filter.
Wait, are you talking about getting air in the fuel lines or just the boost? Because I know if you get air in fuel lines on diesels, it sucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm meaning.
Yeah,
I'm meaning, like, different things.
This is boost, dude. He wasn't airlocking it. He was literally just... I mean, there was just no... I guess... I mean, you could consider it an airlock, kind of. But it was just... I think it has more to do with the air-fuel ratio than airlocking it.
Yeah.
Because now you have like, let's say 60 pounds of boost. But then you let off the throttle. Your throttle's closed. You're still... Well, it probably doesn't even close with all that pressure on it. So... But you're not... Your foot's off the pedal. You're not giving it fuel anymore. So it just chokes the engine out.
Yeah.
But yeah, he told his mechanic that, and he was like, "What?" What did you say? It does what? It's like just
She builds too much boost.
yeah, pretty much. But anytime, like, there's literally videos of him at like Turkey Day burnouts. Oh yeah, and then that he was flushing his radiator out. Rolls up on some burnouts. He was like, I'm gonna burn it down a little bit with these guys. He's fucking
That's what put the coolant back in.
distilled water.
Oh,
Just water,
How's that
which
thing
is
boiling?
fine. I mean, if you're just driving around, like you could, if you do
not
a
a long
flush,
drive.
yeah,
if you're just doing
yeah,
like
if you're doing
up
a
down
flush,
the street,
if you're doing a
like,
flush the right way, you just fucking just water in there to clean everything out. Yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy, I mean, he literally boiled all the water out. He got home and opened it up. It was empty. Just fucking nothing in there.
fuck.
And it was fine. Nothing wrong with that thing after that. Got stolen though.
Didn't get like the balls beaten out of it too.
Oh, probably. He never got it back though.
Wow.
It's like still gone.
Oh wow, that sucks.
Yeah.
I thought. Did he get another car stolen then?
No. Not
What
Gully.
was that then?
I don't really know.
I feel like
anything
we
else.
talked like a few months ago. We talked about that, and I thought it was with Gully.
No. One of my coworkers, when I brought the Jeep in for the first time, it was like, man, my buddy had one of these. He was like, I stole it from him. Put a real beating on that thing. Yeah, my coworker, this guy's fucking, he's an animal. He's a recovered drug addict.
Oh, this
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, that
You were
guy.
telling me about him.
Yeah, he's someone was yelling at him in the shop one day, like joking, and they were like, "You drug addict!" And he's like, "I didn't abuse any drugs. I used them all perfectly." This guy was doing everything though. Fucking, I don't know exactly, but he's definitely
Enough.
he's talked about cocaine, so he's definitely done that. Which
Yeah.
more normal than you might think. But yeah, he was definitely. I don't
Whoa.
know. He's probably just doing too much. I think that was his problem. Do too much.
There's a
cocaine.
dosage.
Yeah. I mean, no, there literally is a dosage.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Adderall, bro.
Well, yeah. But
Adderall is medical cocaine. That's
did
it.
you come home? I did.
You did.
I let my puppy out. I did.
Oh.
Dude, that my dog Ranger, when I'm home, like during the week, because I don't got a job, I'll wake up in the morning. Dude literally sleeps all day. Like I will try to get him out. He'll go out to the bathroom, like I'll let him out. He'll go piss, come in, and then I like try and like play with him, and he just sprints upstairs and just lays down in his bed, goes right back to bed. And I'll like try to like play with him or stuff, and like get him downstairs to like play with the toys. Absolutely not.
I mean, did you ever have a period in life where you did that though?
Yeah.
Just slept?
Oh. No.
It's great. Not great for the mental health, but it's great. I mean, dude, I used to like wake up like in the summers when I didn't go out and I just like stayed in the house all day. Fucking, I would wake up, video games, eat.
Nah, in the summertime,
No,
I'm
no,
fucking
yeah.
wired 24/7.
No one would be on. I'd go to bed, wake up. Dude, I'd fucking be on. I'd be on the PS4 till like fucking 5 in the morning. Go to bed. Wake up at like fucking 2 in the afternoon. It just yeah.
I pulled an all-nighter once. I will never be doing it again.
Dude, me, Mason, and Logan used to just, and Michael. I mean, we had like fucking, probably like 10 people that would stay on all night. We'd be playing like 2 different games. Like everybody just kind of did their own thing, but we were all just like hanging out in the party.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fucking, that was the shit. But now I look back at it, I wish we just actually hung out. Instead of fucking,
Yeah. So just fucking around on
Yeah.
like GTA or something like that.
well, maybe not GTA. GTA was the shit. I would give that up. But, you know, some stuff.
Dude, I got all those games like too late. My fucking parents not wanting me to play those games.
Yeah, I mean, all my friends had it like way before me, but I at least got it when I was in high school, so I was like, it was early enough. Did you have it freshman year?
I think so, yeah. I think because I got forget when I got my PS4.
That's about when I got it. I got it when I was 14. That game was fucking awesome. Mason was one of those kids that just can't get enough of story mode games, bro. Fucking did it twice. That kid, he did both of the Red Dead campaigns. He was in love with any Spider-Man game that came out.
Those were good though.
Yeah,
They were really good.
The only story mode I played all the way through was Red Dead. I
bought that game and then never played it.
Yeah. Dude, there's some points in it where I was so enveloped I thought I was a cowboy. Like, I really did. Like, there's this one scene where you just, like, you escape from somewhere. And then, you just, like, you're all beat up and shit, and you just hop on your horse, and you're like, take me home, girl. And the horse just takes, dude, you're just in this cinematic fucking scene where it's just this old fucking Western fucking folk music playing, just like banjo, guitar.
Sunset
Yeah.
going.
Yeah,
You're in the shadow.
Exactly. Yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
And it's just you just like on the back of your horse, just like dying basically. And she's taking you back home. Harper. That's the name of my horse, Harper. Loved her. Black and white stallion. Thing was.
It's the Mustang before the Mustang.
Literally. I wish horses were cheaper. I'd buy a horse. I'd probably take my horse to work. Fuck it, bro. Fucking ride a horse.
Dude, what about can you just like around here just fucking rip a horse?
Bro, you can anyway. You just can't take them on the highway. I mean, maybe
They gotta fuck up their feet on the asphalt though.
Nah, you just give them horseshoes. That's what those metal things are for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like wouldn't you slide a good bit though on them things?
I don't think so, dude. You put enough weight on metal, it's malleable enough. Especially if it's soft steel, dude.
I guess so. Yeah. I don't know. This one story game that I kind of want to play through again for like the 8th time, Borderlands 3.
Did you see Borderlands 4 come out?
I'm so excited.
I'm not.
I'm getting it. I'm playing it.
But it looks like a different game now.
I want the chaos.
It doesn't have that Borderlands fucking look.
I don't know. I haven't seen that trailer or whatever you're talking about. I know they're coming out with it, but I haven't seen like anything on it.
You gotta watch it. It looks totally different. It doesn't even. Yeah. I mean, you can definitely tell. If you showed me that, you didn't tell me it was Borderlands, I would have guessed. But I would have been like, did the artist die? You know?
Yeah, that was like Tina's Wonderland or whatever it was.
Yeah,
called.
it's almost like they should have just killed it off at Borderlands 3 and started a new franchise.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what that other one was, like Tina's whatever. More of like a spin-off. Like it was same art style, but like different storyline, obviously.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm just saying if they were gonna go in this direction, like they changed the art style. You know, it's just not. I don't think it's gonna be like the other Borderlands when it comes out. And I'll be all.
I didn't even play 1 or 2.
I played all of them. I sucked at all of them, but I played all of them. Borderlands 2, I played with Logan on like the PS4. I think I actually had it on the PS3 too. And then
I have a PS3. Only game I had on it was Epic
dude,
Mickey.
I have a PS3 at the campground, and it's got Minecraft on it, but it hasn't been updated in years. This is like, dude, you go on there and you're like, I don't even remember it being like this. It's crazy. It really is crazy. I mean, there's no netherite, no nothing like that. Like,
Probably not updated Nether.
dude, not updated Nether. You can't even like. I don't think you can respawn the End Dragon if you wanted to.
Oh, probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, my PS3 is like that. It has Minecraft on it, and it's probably that fucking back.
Yeah. I'd love to boot it up and see what version it's on. Shits and giggles, see what it is at.
I had this Captain America game on my PlayStation 3, and it was just like the movie, like Captain America, the First Soldier, like Winter's whatever it is. It's literally like that movie, but just in the video game form, and it was fire.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know what was wrong with me. I was never like I didn't get into superheroes. I fucking loved Transformers and Real Steel. Dude, Real Steel, I watched that movie like once a week. wants a fucking meat.
Dude, I came across Real Steel way, like, too late.
Yeah.
I had no idea what it was.
Yeah,
And then,
no.
like, 2 years ago, I watched the movie. I was like, this is fucking amazing.
Dude, and like the CGI.
Oh, yeah,
they had that
nowadays,
shit
too.
down. They
Dude,
had that shit
I
down.
like a month ago, started Transformers trilogy again. Best CGI.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, if they've re-released that and wiped everyone's memory, you would have thought it was up to date.
Did you see that meme I put on my my Instagram a couple weeks ago? Dude, it's so funny.
I mean, probably. I
Oh,
forget,
dude,
though.
it was a Transformers one. It was. I gotta find it. I'll show you after this. But like, dude, it was I forget who it was that got ripped in half, but one of the bad guys rips one of the bots in half, and it was like,
Oh, that was the fucking silver guy. What was his?
yeah, I can't think of his name right now either.
Fuck. It was like in the third movie. Oh. Yeah, third movie, I think.
Yeah, but yeah,
I know what you're talking about,
they
though.
rip him in half, and it's the dude. It's that one meme where the dude's like, "What? Oh hell no!" It's like, yeah, because they gave you no time for that. They just ripped that guy in half. He was like, "I'll have you in two," and then he just throws him on the ground. But
Yeah.
it's so I gotta find it. Yeah, I think that's a good note to end on right there. We're gonna go find that fucking meme of the dude getting ripped in half.
And then play it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll write it down. There you go. So everybody can have it. Peace.